Here we go, starting up the stream. Greetings everyone, my name is Zetterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. This is a 67th live session, where I'll cover a combination of both Withercub levels and levels that I find online, preferably the former. If you want one of your levels to be covered, please leave the level ID in the live chat, preferably on YouTube, but I'll still add levels on Twitch and Mixer if you so desire. Please submit no more than 2 levels at a time until I complete at least one of your levels, so you don't overwhelm the queue. Newly added from this stream on, I reserve the right to reorder your stages, especially your second submissions, in case other people have level submissions already there. So I'll begin with this stage, Oil Battlefield Dock Robot Saga Special by Protoman 1987, with 14 plays and a score of 1. This level was submitted by Eduardo. Don't worry, Gustas, I got a level submission. So welcome to stream Base, Lee, Eduardo, Vincent, Gustas, Jaden, YouTube, Jerryman, Jethawk, all the lurkers, and anyone else I missed. As well as you, Snivy. If you're okay with Snivy, if you want you can save it all for one episode, or for one stream, but if you want to, sure, go for it. Also, I don't really have a level pack in mind for tonight, so if I can't decide on one, I'll just cover more Withercub levels tonight. Also, welcome to stream to YouTube, Beaconsible, and Sylveon. Also, as another important announcement, I'm currently at 998 subscribers. Only 2 more before I hit the 1K milestone. Welcome to YouTube Gravity. Well, at least it has more oil than quite a few stages say that they have oil in them. I mean, every section has at least some oil. It could be worse. It could have been just another sword-locked unit. And besides, there's more Pokemon characters by this point. Do I get the feeling that he was moved from the second wave to the first wave in order to coincide with Treehouse's newest DLC pack? Like, we probably all knew he was gonna be added to the game. Probably not this soon, though. No, I haven't, but I've watched a few LPs of it. Very straightforward stage, but did its job. I say it was okay to decent, maybe. Oh, that wasn't actually the end of the stage. Nice. If you're referring to the new DLC, that's because they're not a formal house. That's why it's still 3 houses. Barely? I thought that was just rumors. That's one way to make the battle notably harder, as I can't really dodge the missile attacks like that. I'm pretty sure in the second wave of DLC fighters, one of the characters is gonna be Rex. Second up is Space Travel Part 7 Neptune by Lipatio, with 9 plays and a score of 1. Wait, when did you see the trailer, Lee? Was it just this week, a few months ago? And do you remember when the trailer was posted? Welcome to the stream, Frank. I'm sorry I wasn't there for the conclusion of Crystallis. Some people, it's more than a few. I'll take another look, Lee. I thought it was just a deconfirmed rumor. As is Neptune, this is gonna be the ice planet. Well, we have Banjo and Kazooie in Smash, so who knows? But as Rex is from a rather popular Nintendo franchise, I say he's almost assured to get into Smash. Although Sans didn't get directly into Smash, more as a costume. I'll try attending more of your streams this week, Frank. If we're talking about indie characters, probably Shovel Knight would be the best representative. As an important note of information, these levels by Lipatio are some of their older stages, so the quality isn't as good as some of the recent stages. Yep, here's hoping to get more interesting picks. Not saying that the first few picks weren't interesting, but I'm gonna be more interested in what indie characters are gonna be added. Unless we get something like, unless we get someone like Master Chief or Sora, or another Final Fantasy character. Sadly, my list of to-play games is ever growing YouTube. If you just look at my suggested fan game list, well... oh boy. We'll probably go with Embor, but... I was worried it was gonna happen. Speaking of that, I'm also surprised we got Ryu and Ken of all people to get into Smash. And they're from a different fighting game franchise. If they can get in, then Tekken characters can get in. Due to some issues on YouTube's end, this will be episode 379 and 380 will be released after this stream. First 379, then after a few hours 380. I didn't expect Neptune to have this much water. I didn't expect to break out of it like that. The patio did. But they made it several versions beforehand. So some things like the level design, or at least how it functions, may have changed up. Not fast enough. Oh, so that's how you do it. If I was good enough, I could probably keep the oil slider on me like here. Case in point. At least it turned out in my favor. It just broke the camera, it didn't teleport me. Going back to your comment about Cuphead YouTube, there's so many classic indie games that I need to get through on the list. I haven't even compiled that list. I only have a suggestion of fan games and ROM hacks, but if I were to compile the full list of games I currently have on me that I wish to play on the channel, including stuff like Super Meat Boy, that list would be at least 60 games long. The Fan Fiend and Magna Combo. It's doable. I just need a few more attempts. At least one more. Also, the rebirth of AA titles, as well as the birth of many indie titles like Shantae, Shovel Knight, etc. etc. Oh, invisible ceiling. It's not a bad combination, YouTube, and you don't need to use all caps. There's only one dead anyways. Welcome to the stream, Luigi. And technically this is a several-year-old stage by this point, so the level designers learned how to make this better. No, several, not 7. We all have our biases, YouTube. For example, I'm not too keen on the fans from Mega Man 6. I guess it was okay, at best. Third up is Weapon Capsule Relay 42 by YouTube Social HD2, with 17 plays and a score of 2. As per tradition on these morning streams, we have one of these stages. All of you probably know the gist of it by this point, but for all new viewers, here's how they go. Every 3 to 4 screens is dedicated to use of a different special weapon, and every screen has its own background and foreground combinations. Think of it as a simple tutorial to using these special weapons. Welcome to stream, Woman. Sure, Luigi. I don't have any restrictions of when the level was made. Unless, of course, the level was broken in a future version. In that case, please warn me in advance so I can swap over to an older version of the game. Go for it then. Well, as long as it doesn't take over 25 minutes to complete, you may submit it, Luigi. I'm okay with the downwards facing fans, but where I have problems with is with the upwards facing ones, mainly trying to learn their momentum patterns. I'll submit it in Luigi and I'll cover it tonight. How about that? Not yet. If I ever let's play Mega Man X6, which I probably will, I will use the fixed hack. Boy, does that hack have so many optional fixes. Welcome to stream to YouTube, Dr. Lumen. As a reminder, my channel is currently at 998 subscribers. Only 2 more before we hit the 1K milestone. And here's the level history and level queue. I will say that Dr. Lumen is a more skilled Mega Man player than me, judging from her videos. Forward up is Control Station Tree Split and Madness by Jinox74 with 3 plays and a score of 1. Welcome to stream, Silent. Getting ever closer to 1K sub milestone. And yes, once we reach 1K, I will let's play 8-bit deathmatch on the channel. Well, first I will do some multiplayer matches with you, and then I'll do a full let's play of the campaign in bits and pieces. I did Gustos. You're level 6 up on the queue. Where's the bomb? I'll alert you in advance on Discord, Snivy. The fact that Lumen is better at Kaizo maps already showcases that they're better than me. No face reveals for now. Maybe not rage quit, but you probably see me dying at the same point for a few hours. And that's true. I guess this was a shortcut. Yep, for the 1K subscriber special, whenever that happens, in the closest weekend, I will play multiplayer with all of you. Preferably somebody else can host the server, as trying to record, stream, and host at the same time would be a really bad combination. I thought that was actually part of the background because I was paying attention to chat. The fan game? Which one are you referring to? That's more like Leonardo. Well, if we hit 1K subs today, the 8-bit deathmatch multiplayer live stream will happen tomorrow. We're getting there. That drop is... Basically, these spikes are... For me, they're kind of blending in with the brownish background. We're getting there. Welcome to the stream, Red. We're getting a lot of viewers today. At last, we made it past this point after 3 deaths. Even if you can't have the stream open, at the very least, if you're in the game, that's good enough for me. And hey, even if you're not the best 8-bit deathmatch player, you may be able to squeeze out a win, while everyone else tries to shoot each other down. Hi, Lipatio. Yeah, we're gonna do vanilla. I'll save the modded versions for later parts of the LP. That's usually how I like to play these games. First vanilla, then apply mods or hacks. That is, unless the hacks or mods pose a massive improvement to the original. For instance, some of the patches for the Elder Scrolls games. Thing is though, technically, you don't. It doesn't need to be illegal. You can just unapply the WADs. Which WADs do you have, Snivy? Just so we can go over. If they're just cosmetic WADs, I'm okay with them. Ah, that face. I guess a map pack would be fine. What does Deathmatch in UHF do? Yeah, I beat it. It was a neat level. Is there a way you can uninstall mods using Doomseeker? I'll do it the faster way. Guess I'll take the short way. A long way. Alright then, deactivate those WADs. Just so we can keep the vanilla games balanced, disable all the WADs outside of the Rock Force map pack for 2 if we end up 1000 subs today. If I reach it today, I will stream it tomorrow. Basically, I'll replace which LP I would have done tomorrow and just go for a 2 or 3 hour 8-bit deathmatch stream, starting from 11 AM PDT. I can't do it today because before I do that, I need to set some things up and install, GZ doing my thing. Yeah, I'm taking requests here. I will play your level after this is done. Well, not I will play level after this is done. I mean more so it will be added to the queue. See, I don't mind the See, what I'm talking about is I wish the multiplayer would be vanilla for the beginning, and then we'll move on to other things for campaign, I guess. Okay, how about this? For the first few rounds, we'll play vanilla online, then for the next set of rounds, we'll play with the mods applied. That way we can split the difference. And that way, new viewers can see the difference between the modes and why people play the modded versions online. Yep, Gokulus. Assuming we reach 1k subs today, then I'll play it tomorrow. Fifth up is Relic Man by Gustas 3D4 with 17 plays and a score of 8. I doubt we'll get multiplayer anytime soon, YouTube. Especially considering how it's a bit wonky even in the Megamix engine. What does CCBM stand for? Take all the time you need if you want to create a Mega Man fan game. I have plenty of them to go through this year. And next year. That may be a problem, Daiboomin, because... why not use that, then? That's a good question, because I thought Godot is a pretty promising freeware alternative. Or use Unity, that works too. Game Maker Studio is having a few more issues pop up over time, and it has performance issues, especially when you get to larger projects. Oh, okay, that's the reason. See, the problem I have with Game Maker Studio is how it handles its performance. Long story short, if you have really large projects or levels, the engine starts to lag a lot. Thankfully, Unity and Godot don't have those problems thanks to you having more control. And considering what Yo-Yo Games is doing at Game Maker Studio, there are reasons to be worried if you're using GMS now. And unlike Unity or Game Maker Studio, Godot itself is open source. Yeah, that's an unfortunate reality, Luigi. There are ways, third-party ways to make Game Maker Studio better, sure to use the DLLs, but even then, because of the way they designed it with very flexible scripting, it doesn't mesh well with larger projects. Or when I say larger projects, I mean larger game worlds, levels, etc. Oh, hello there, Malcolm. It's been several months you've been on this stream. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. Alright, let's do this. Sixth up is Necropolis H by Egg, aka Updogg. And it specifically asked me to play this level in the level editor, as it's another Kaizo stage. 19 screens of Kaizo action. I'm gonna try at least making 1 or 2 jumps, then I'll just see how the rest of the stage looks in the editor. Welcome to stream, Glacier Wolf. A lot of familiar faces are showing up. As a quick reminder, I'm getting very close to the 1K sub milestone, only 2 subscribers needed. If I get it today, I will Let's Play Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch tomorrow, and I will play with you viewers. Okay, at least I made the jump. So here's the rest of the stage. It's 19 screens of spike-heavy Kaizo action. Probably more well-suited to people like Game Fox. Or Captain Disillusion. Or Captain whatever. One of the tougher Kaizo levels, I'd say. For Mega Man Maker standards. Yeah, I wonder what happened to them. And you got me, that's the other person I was trying to remember. Yes, I just need 2 more subscribers on YouTube, Frank, in order to reach the 1K milestone. And your level, Glacier, has been added to the queue. Seventh up is Blending World by Sheena the Absolutes, with 13 plays and a score of 1. Game Master Man seemed to have vanished somewhere. Little Mac is still there, just not on stream, I think. Welcome to stream, Cyan. Today seems to be the day everyone's showing up again after long periods of time. This feels like a reunion episode. It depends, Luigi. It depends on how the level is structured. Some 75 screen levels take a short amount of time to complete than several 40 screens levels. And yes, I will have to go back to Unlimited to finish the Omega World Masters. And the prototype mode. Yeah, that too. They also tend to be some of my more favorite stages. And as long as I'm more in advance, I don't mind really covering levels over 30 minutes. But they have to be more specialized streams. Indeed, Lumen. We just need a few more and then we'll have Smash Ultimate. Edinburgh Chat Edition. I know we're missing one more usual viewer here. Let's see... Yeah, we're missing Sean Williams. They used to make quite a few levels to me in the past. I'm just gonna hide up here. And I'm gonna keep Rush Jet, thank you very much. Your level is 11th on the queue, Snivy. The magic of enemies not being able to reach me fast enough. No enemies whatsoever. This is kind of not the best thought out challenge. At least vary up the heights of the poles. Mega Man 12 when? Probably in a few years. We're gonna get X9 first. I'm almost certain of it. Or we'll get both at the same time. Look under the Sheets tab, click on stream number 667. You're on to play viewer levels. Well, this stage just existed. Also, welcome to stream, welcome to my new personal hack. There hasn't Cyan, we're just speculating when it'll be released. Because, considering the success of 11, it's almost certain. Nay, it's pretty much certain it's gonna come out. You know Capcom and their sequels. 8 up is the 5 Keys Challenge Long Level by Infectado with 19 plays and a score of 4. Reminder to everyone that I'm 2 subs away from reaching the 1K sub milestone. If I reach it today, I will do a live Let's Play and play with you viewers tomorrow on Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch. So that's how we force him not go back. Oh, okay, rush forward then. What I'm thinking is that for the multiplayer part of the stream, Snivy, it'll be half vanilla, half WADs. And then once I'm done with the multiplayer part of the stream, I will move on to playing... I will be moving on to playing the main campaign. Probably vanilla for that, but we'll see. True. I hope they keep 11's graphical style. I mean, at the very least, keep it for 3 games. Also, welcome to the stream, Vincenzo. We are having a reunion where everyone is showing up. Yep, we'll get some deathmatch on then. I'm probably gonna split up the Let's Play in the post-recorded version, into different sections. One focusing on multiplayer, one single player. That was a poor decision to turn back. Still, that's one way to change up the battle. There we go. We can either defeat him here, or he'll probably fall into a pit. Yeah, he'll fall. One down, 4 left to go. The way the stage is structured kinda reminds me of Flame Man's stage in Mega Man 8, as someone pointed out. Each focusing on a different set of challenges. One moment. It's done, everyone. We've reached 1,000 subscribers. That basically guarantees tomorrow's stream will be 8-bit deathmatch. Gosh, after running this channel for 5 years, I've finally reached this illustrious milestone. In fact, I owe a lot of my thanks to Mega Man Maker, because ever since I started doing this Let's Play series, I've gotten a massive boost in subscribers. And thank you all viewers for your continued support. As I said, for celebration, I will be playing 8-bit deathmatch tomorrow with all of you viewers, or as many as we can. This stage isn't a boss rush, it's more like a level that has 5 different sections, similar to the first part of Swordman's stage in Mega Man 8. Indeed, let's get to the next set of thousands. Now let's see how long it takes to reach the other next 1K subs. And when my channel's anniversary hits, I will actually do a Let's Play of the first ever game I covered on this channel. When I say cover, I mean did a playthrough of. And it will be a live Let's Play. Two left to go. I like how each of these sections has a different aesthetic. Maybe not a different set of challenges, but they look different. Yes, Lipatio, I will. I'll have to fuse it with my previous thoughts on 2019, considering how that video is currently in limbo. We'll discuss the details of the multiplayer server in Discord, Snivy. Maybe not the best levels on Mega Man Maker, but an overview of the entire channel. But we'll see. I'll probably list a few of my favorites. I've just covered so many Mega Man Maker levels it gets a bit hard to remember which ones I like the most. Although there are clear favorites. I didn't need to damage boost there. It was just an easier option for me. $300? More like $2,500. I'll check the sub count after I finish this level. If it goes back down 1k, I don't care. We're doing 8-bit deathmatch tomorrow. As in 10 minutes ago, sign. Check out my level history to see all the levels I covered throughout the history of this Let's Play series. That should give you the exact number. So make sure to download 8-bit deathmatch in advance for tomorrow. See if your computer can run it. Oh yeah, we're missing Kroby as well. And thus ends the stage. It says long level, but it was... compared to other levels, this was medium long. One moment, I'm rearranging the level count a bit. Still have 1k subs. Ninth up is Polar Woman Mega Man Rock'n'Roll Remake with Bonus Battle by Radwane Fouad with 17 plays and a score -1. Next up is Snivy, then someone else, and Lipatio. And got your level in base. I'll double check if I covered it or not. Technically the tutorial, but that was just a random level. I never submitted it. But the answer is technically never, Dr. Lumen. One of my more favorite levels in rock and roll, although that was more due to the music. The only levels I made for Mega Man were for 48 Hour and all 3 Magmal games. I don't really mind making the level, let's say the level terrain itself and the enemy placements. What ends up taking a lot of time are the graphics. Someone did. Although it was a rather basic remake, so that's not saying much. Yeah, I made a level for all 3 of the Magmal games, Snivy. Technically, outside of a few other people, I've been in most of the Magmal titles. I decided to step away for episode 0 though. I'll leave other people to do it. I already spent a lot of time working on my level for Magmal 3. I won't say anything more though. Not until all the judges are done judging. For Magmal 1, it was Napalm Forest and Caves. Magmal 2 is Conveyor Mayhem. Magmal 3, it's a secret until the judges are done judging. Same with 48 Hour. When will Magmal 3 be released? Based off my own estimates, probably later in this year or 2021. The beta version, probably around the same time frame. I highly expect we can see a stream of the game in late 2020, but that depends on a whole bunch of factors. In order to reach this originally, you have to use a different ability. It was bound to happen, Lee. It happens for all the popular fan games. This one's no exception. No waterfall here. I can't say what I made for Magmal 3. 11 AM PDT. Evening stream is gonna be on Wildermit. I'm probably gonna play a campaign there on George R. R. Martin difficulty mode, and I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Oh, bonus battle time. See ya, Dabuman. Thanks for visiting this reunion stream of sorts. Rats, I can't double jump. Frankly, this was an easier battle than Iceman. See you later, Tuli. I don't know why this got a negative score. This was a fine enough remake of the original stage. I wish there were more magflies, but I guess they weren't in the last section because it got too unwieldy. I say this is one of my favorite levels of this episode. 10th up is Snivys Adventure Rustman Stage by Snivy Master Elite with 4 plays and a score of 2. This... As an FYI, this is a demo for the full adventure of Snivys Adventure. So when I eventually get to play this level pack, I will replay this stage when it's all fixed. Okay, I'll add it to the queue after I finish the stage, Red. I'm probably going to extend the stream for at least 20 minutes or so, but we'll see. I see cutter, bomb, sword, and attack. Yeah, Snivys Adventure level pack. Reminder, there'll be another Mega Man Maker stream tonight. I won't cover any level packs, just another set of usement levels. I like how out of all the weapons, Blizzard Attack still has the same name. Yep, that'll be tomorrow, Cyan. 8-bit deathmatch. Even if you don't join in as a player, at the very least, you can join chat. And that's fine. On that note, Snivy, what's the max number of players a multiplayer server can support at once in the same match? If it's too low, we'll have to start shuffling players around. Well, what's the average? Is it 12? Oh, okay, so is there a hard limit given by the game, or is the hard limit whichever one you want? I mean, if it's actually no difference, if you can set it to something like crazy to 100, then there's no problems, we could just set it to 16. What is gonna happen? Yikes, that 2 screens has suddenly made the stage a lot harder. As I can't quickly just descend, there's nothing really to damage boost off of. There we go, that's what I should have done earlier. Well. That went a lot better than I expected initially. Just damage boost me. Thank you. $32, that should be fine. It's not like I have hundreds of viewers on the stream. You say that, but if I get knocked off the mag flight, then I'll instantly die. On that note, when I eventually start playing Sonic ROM hacks and fan games in the few years, because let's face it, I'm eventually gonna run out of Mega Man fan games, I will play Roll Blast 2. Of course, unlike Mega Man though, it's gonna take a few years to finish the Sonic ROM hacks and fan games. Plus, they come out much faster and in greater quantity. And so he got his weapon, the Rust Melter. I think this is a fine level. A bit of a difficulty spike with those last 3 screens, but outside of that, I guess it was okay. I'd probably smooth out the challenges just a bit so the punishment of failure is not instant death. This is why I wish damage spikes were added to the engine, so we could have stationary hazards. 11th up is Coil Castle by GW9 with 33 plays and a score 7. See sign. True, but compared with damage spikes, they take more performance to do. But I guess you can use them as makeshift ones, like the yellow ones. That's something I wish was ported over from Magwell Tree, but oh well. I can see why, Jedok. But it's not as bouncy. Not yet, anyways. Oddly empty screen, but I guess they introduced these spring enemies. First in a safe environment and gradually escalating them. Even terrain, uneven terrain, and now combining them with the springs. Same thing with introducing the springs. This is definitely a traditional level in a way. And now introducing the punch blocks. First in isolation, now we're forced to use it in combination with the push block. Same over here. I'm pointing out all these usages of the gimmicks and introductions because so many levels get these wrong, especially the traditional ones. I don't really have a level pack for tonight, Lipatio, but we'll see. If I can't find a level pack, then it'll be more Veersmith levels. If I can find a level pack, then it'll be the level pack. Ah, mistimed. Send it in, Gustas. There's at least 1 hour left in the stream, so don't worry. About 55 minutes left. Probably post-stream, Red. Well, if I have time, I can do it now, but we'll see. That'd be a good way to distinguish it if it's ever added. You can submit into here, but how long is your stage, Gustas? And now you have the breakable blocks here. You know, if this was a hot dog, this would be a much more frightening mini-boss. Decent traditional stage overall. Okay, send it in here and I'll cover it. Oh, MMLF file? LV? Sure. And I'll be looking forward to that, Lipatio. Probably near being an honorable mention. It deserves a thumbs up. Twelfth up is Up the Spout by Aosmic with 36 plays and a score -1. Bye Snivy, hope to see you tomorrow. We'll discuss the details on a multiplayer server in Discord. I also have a present to all of you viewers once this stream is done, but I'll only present at the end of the stream. It'll be really helpful for you to navigate my YouTube page and all the Let's Plays I've ever done, as well as suggestions. Is that the level you want me to test, Gustas? The one you just uploaded? Gotcha, that'll make it much easier. The waterfall is kind of distracting, especially with the spike color. Probably want to ease up on it a bit. It would have been much worse if it was more spike heavy. It's alright, Lipatio. You've been consistently setting levels for dozens and dozens of episodes. You easily beat Magmax or Serious Malcolm in that regard. It was bound to happen. You've been one of the most dedicated level designers for this channel. Give yourself many pats on the back. Ah, that's what I was worried about. I got distracted by the waterfall. Probably want to use red spikes instead. And it was right next to the checkpoint. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight. More Mega Man Maker. Not sure if it's gonna be a level pack or Fierce mid-levels again. Oh, wonderful. I was sent all the way back. Yeah, bluish-white spikes with a bluish moving background. Not the best combination for clarity. Okay, I'll check the Discord server out after I complete this stage. Sure, Luigi. Go right ahead. Also, the placement of this shield attacker is bad. It should be going the other direction. Feel free to DM me with the updated level IDs. This is better because there's more time to react with a larger ladder. Alright, here's where I died the last time. Pretty much all the quote-unquote fan games made in Mega Man Maker are level packs. Remember, Mega Man Maker is a level designer, not a fan game maker. Where it gets more of a gray area is when the levels are made in the Megamix engine. Then I'm more willing to label them as being as part of a fan game. Fun fact, there's no fun fact. Yeah, I see what this is going for, but it has some problems with clarity in the previous sections, and the challenges kind of feel boring. Or not boring, but bleh. It does pose some challenge. It's not like it's challenge-less, but it just exists. Basic, that's one way of saying it. I like the climbs with the spikes, but I was hoping it would be expanded on further. Or even the usages of the gyro platforms, or cosmic platforms. I was hoping for a climatic section where we have a climbing section upwards or downwards with a combination of gyro blocks and the cosmic platforms. I won't give it a thumbs up though because of that, it just exists. That's why I probably got a negative score, and also because it's the first checkpoint placement. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. Alright, I'm back. If you want, I can play your level right now, Red, if you have to leave. I'm gonna wait for your response first. Okay, I'll move on to something else then. Oh, that's already covered. Okay. 13th up is Space Travel Earth True Ending Final Boss Version by Lipatio with 60 plays and a score of 17. True that, Malcolm. Although, to me, quality means nothing if... Quality is nothing if there's no product. Just be careful in balancing the two. But thank you for submitting all the levels to me, Serious Malcolm. We've traversed all through the solar system, and now we're back home. We skipped Pluto though. The welcome committee from the 7 other planets. aka all the other planets except for Pluto. I'll just call this the Pluto beam, considering how it just tears through everything. And you are one of the more prolific level designers for the early parts of the Let's Play. I thank you for continuously providing new content. I feel like I'm missing one part of the stage. We just skipped to the final boss. Like this is part 2 of a stage. Thank you, Daibuman. Phase 2, oh no. Didn't expect there to be force beams. Oh yeah, I forgot I could freeze them. My bad. Pretty crazy fortress machine, Bert asked me, but it's over. Astro Man, the mastermind of the space travel expedition, has been defeated. Started off easy, but quickly became much more challenging. I already covered this all before, whoever submitted this. Pretty much confirmed for tomorrow, 11 AM PDT. 14th up is Crystal Castle 2 by Withercub, with 18 plays and a score of 5. I don't recall if I played Crystal Castle 1 though. Regardless, I have the Night Crush, so automatically we're more powerful. there's so many games I want to play on this channel. Not even counting the games I have free keys for or got from the Epic Games Store. All the freeware titles, the past retro games, fan games. I pretty much have enough content to last this channel for several years. And growing. As the Mega Man fan community is not a static thing. Into the castle crystals we go. In before lots of stairs. Wait, split pathways? Oh rats, it locked itself off. Probably just a shortcut. I hope this is the midway point of the stage. It is, I liked how this was going, but then it just abruptly ended. To me, it was abrupt. It should have gone twice as long. That was an interesting one, too. "15th up is Mega Engine Wrecking Programs level before Mega Man Maker was made by Gustas 3D4 with 7 plays and a score of 1? I'm confused what the title's implying. All I know is that this level is currently under development, if I understand it correctly. That's why everything looks gray. Oh, I remember this. This was one of the example levels in the base Mega Engine. That's what you mean. It just showcased all the features of the engine. Some enemies, conveyor belts, tile stats, etc. Not all the features, but the most major ones. Quite rudimentary, especially compared to what will come later. I mean, compared to all the showcases in the Magwell 2 and the Megamix engines, humble beginnings. And yet still this engine was easier to use than Blaga's engine. It's nice looking back at this 3 years ago. How far we've come. And how much further we have to go, or we will go. I don't remember having the windstorm, but we had something. Even in the original, making that jump was a bit scary. That was there to showcase how to put checkpoints. Although in that engine there are 2 versions of checkpoints. Yep, this is the engine test stage. The Mega Engine. Makes me feel nostalgic looking 3 years back. This harbored the beginning of Mega Maker, Magmal 2, and a bunch of other fan games. The start of a new era for the fan game community of Mega Man. Alright, now that you're red, let me cover your stage in development. Sixteenth up is Weapon Factory Test by Radwane Fouad. Wait, this is the wrong one. Alright. 16th up is Weapon Factory Test. 16th up is Weapon Factory Test by Radwane Fouad. This level is currently a work in progress build, so I won't go too harsh on it. Once again, thank you everyone for getting me to the 1K subs milestone. I can't emphasize it enough. It is red, assuming it works. It worked. Thanks to playing as base, I can bypass most of these challenges. Unless it's a choice of character later on. The first few screens could have been left empty, but the rest of them feel fine to me. I think it's more for a Melodon. It's confirmed. Boy, am I looking forward to that game. Because of the background and foreground combinations, I keep thinking these are part of the background. For a work in progress stage, this is actually quite nice. I feel it's up there with Polar Woman's stage, although I like that more than this one. Thank you for submitting this music mod to me. It makes the stage stand out more. Well, I guess this is it. If this was an online level, I knew it would be completed, but here, as it's an MMLF file, LV file, that marks the end of it. So far, so good. I like how the level progression works, though I'd say to make it a bit more challenging, especially with base, as right now, especially in the first half, you can circumvent many of the challenges, unless that was intended and you're making the stage a bit easier. Oh goody, the stage is gone now. Oh well. I would time it up. Well, as I have no more levels on the queue, might as well do some of these. Congrats on getting the most popular queue, by the way. Wow, this stage got a good score. But first, 17 Up is Glitches by Milo King YT with 44 plays and a score of 19. Let's see what these glitches are. Anything else? I kinda desynced them though. Can I launch the one to the right, or is it still shoved? Yeah, it's shoved. The height of... Right then, the collision boxes are horribly broken. Thank you for cooperating, Bob Man. I'll double check Red. Pretty simple glitch showcase with the push blocks, which we know are already rather glitchy in this engine. That sounds fine, Gustas. No, I haven't covered this, Rad. Let's see. One moment. Alright, how about this? I'm gonna cover a few more levels on the most popular queue, then I'll end off the stream with this stage, Rad. That way I don't end up with two levels by the same authors too close to each other. #18 up is Mega Man Powered Up to Airman by IceSlasher with 45 plays and a score of 11. Congrats on getting the most popular queue, by the way. And welcome to Stream Buster. Yep, finally reached 1K subs today. You also missed the part of the stream where pretty much almost all the familiar faces showed up. By the way, tomorrow morning at 11 AM PDT, I will be playing Mega Man 8-bit Deathmatch with all of you. Several multiplayer matches. Like you, Dive-Boomin. I honestly expected you Buster to show up a lot earlier. That's fine. Guess I have to go for something. Or do this. Alright. When you said you had a potato system, I didn't think you meant you have a 32-bit system. Yeah, I'm streaming tonight, Sean. More Mega Man Maker V1.5.5.1 levels. And congrats on becoming an uncle, Red. For the first part of the multiplayer matches, no, Jedog. But for the second part, yes. The only mod that'll be in the first part is probably some map mods. Well, if you slap a stage like some custom music, perhaps some custom special weapons which are distant sprite swaps, sure, we can call it a fan game. I mean, once you have all the levels ported over to Megamix, connecting them together using a stage select screen, an intro screen, credits, maybe a shop, and that's not too difficult. Oh wait, I forgot. I thought it was a fine stage. It was relatively straightforward, but it got the job done. Now this stage, for being called powered up to this, I don't know. Because the engine doesn't have air tikis, it feels a major defining factor of the stage, or the original version was missing. So it doesn't really feel to me like a Mega Man powered up 2 version of the stage. "19 Up" is not a Kaizo by Gaster Blaster 2K with 47 plays and a score of 19. I'll use it. Yeah, it's gonna have to be added by the devs. Megaman has almost all the things, and if it doesn't, you can always just code it yourself. I highly implore all of you, if you're interested in level design, to check out the Mega Man engine. Oh sure, the learning curve initially is a bit steeper compared to Mega Man Maker, but the overall flexibility you get in return and more stability is well worth it. Alright, let's say at least most of things, mainly from the classic 8-bit series. The issues of the things with 7 and 8 and base and those things are that the assets need to be demade into an 8-bit format. But even then, with the limited set of assets it has so far, it far out-eclipses Mega Man Maker. Not to mention, you have so much more control over each asset, and you can recode the ones that are missing. Megaman still has a far way to go, but it's a major leap compared to the Magma 2 engine. And pretty much almost all the Mega Man Classic engines out there currently. So that's that. Definitely not Kaizo level, a little bit more challenging platforming, but really didn't appeal to me as much. So the 20th and final level of the stream is Ghost Woman Mega Man Rock'n'Roll Remake by Radwane Fouad with 58 plays and a score of 6. I'll cover your level good stuff during tonight's stream. This too also has a music replacement. Oh good, we have the original music too. I wish we had the same for Polar Woman. I'm sorry, Ghostess, but I'm out of time. I'm gonna have to end off the stream. And now you can reach this pathway as Mega Man, before you need to play his role. There is Gokulus. You must have found it somewhere. I guess it's posted on the Mega Man Maker Discord server. And also, unlike Rock'n'Roll, the charge shot doesn't suck. At base, at least. I know they did fix it a bit, but I still think it needs more mods. What was the unfair spot? Welcome to stream, Ironhide. Recreated from scratch because I think the version used in Rock'n'Roll had a different set of limits it followed. don't recall exactly what it was, but I'll take your word for it. And this time, the spikes don't jet up from the ground. Well, this is really exploitable. Ghostman's much easier than Ghostwoman. This is from my experience playing Revolution from version 6.5, before the levels were shortened, by the way. When I eventually do the Let's Play of Revolution Remix at its current state, then, well, I'll probably have to play through it twice, though. My fault. I also find it interesting that the battle against Nightman is now mandatory. Difficulty-wise, I feel there's a better flow compared to the Protoman remake. Again. This is where I wish I had the rush coil. Didn't there used to be an E-tank down there in the slide path? Okay, made it. I'm gonna stream again tonight. Don't worry, I saved your stage, Gustas. And as someone who's played rock and roll, I feel these are faithful enough remakes of the stages. I think this did a good enough job. Again, I didn't really have a problem with the stages in rock and roll. In terms of difficulty, that is. Even with Mega Man. I did go back and play the game off stream with just Mega Man, and frankly, compared to some other fan games, that wasn't too tricky. Gotcha, Gustas. And Skullman's much easier than Ghostwoman. It doesn't really need unlimited lives, it's not that challenging outside of maybe 1 or 2 stages. But sure, I don't mind cheat mode. And an option. From what I recall in Ghostwoman, the hardest part was the boss battle, Lily. So this ends this live stream. Out of the 20 levels I covered during this stream, my favorite one would probably be Well, actually, I'm not sure which one would be my favorite as there are several contenders. Probably Radwane Fouad's remake of Polar Woman stage, with an honorable mention being Coil Castle by GW9, but I'll have to check out the rest just to be sure. Once again, I thank you all for bringing me up to the 1K sub milestone. Tomorrow morning, Sunday morning, at 11 AM PDT, I will be playing several multiplayer matches with you viewers on Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch, so please download, install, and set up the game before that time so we can play together. And if all goes well, we'll be playing on Snivy's server. So for tonight's stream, I will be covering more Mega Man Maker levels submitted by you viewers. Well then, thanks for watching and have a nice day. Toodles!